Так, ну що, ми починаємо нашу трансляцію. Ой, я вже не пам'ятаю, там було, чесно кажучи. Абсолютно. І куди мені тут потрібно? Глянемо на мапу. Покличемо нашого Чокобо. О, я ж хотів перевірити трошечки звук. Простіть мені це. Але я мушу розуміти, чи все окей.
Straight home now.
Да, все окей. Всі потрібні звуки є. Значить, можна сідати на нашу пташку. Де вона, до речі? Можна сідати на нашу пташку і їхати.
Run like the wind.
Run like the
This pass will take
wind.
us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waiting? The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Ну, чесно кажучи, на птасі тут дуже сильно не покатаєшся. Якось так виходить. Foreign Flame.
All right.
Okay, fair enough. Дуже мало хп регениться. Треба якось цей, може, вовчика поексплуатувати на цю тему.
More of my mother's men.
Опа. Оце як це? Так, це воно мене вдарило. Я ж мав, типу, підлетіти і зразу дати удар. Ну, але не дав. Буває.
Let's go.
Ага, тут міст. Quest destination nearby. Окей. Not bad.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Каже, кров і досі мокра.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield Brazaria.
Найс. Цей Mortal Blow був дуже ефектний, мені сподобалось.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
To these gates. А мені тягла там не дадуть. Часом, ага. Я дуже сподіваюся, що не дадуть.
Find something, boy. Death.
Hunter.
Ого. І це зробили чорні щити? Виглядає дуже мерзко.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
А, я не можу тут викликати цього. Пташку свою.
We're approaching Newark Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith. Fly, Ambrosia!
Чесно кажучи, я не дуже бачу сенс тут
That'll do,
його
pal.
збити. Угу.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Я не можу тут їздити? Дуже дивно, чому? Угу. Поняв, бо це типу рахується сейф-спот.
To me, boy!
Це було гарно. Чесно кажучи. Добре, тут більше нема що робити. Можна сісти на коняку. І просто летіти на крилах вітру. Це мені не цікаво.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance.
Каже, що сталося? Сталася моя мати. Ну буває що.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy!
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stalls! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
We need to find another way in.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who
Так, а в мене не з'явилося якихось додаткових квестів часом. Думаю, що ні.
we're looking
Але
for.
треба тут чек. Ой, не тут. Journal. The journal tab contains information on main story progress as well as all current and completed side quests. Completed active quests. У мене тільки один активний квест зараз є. Гіра в мене нового немає. На жаль, ніякого. На всього 820 ability поінтів. Чесно кажучи, я не знаю цей. О, ця атака мені виглядає прикольною. Ось таке. Це. Чудо. Без лиця. Так, добре. Тоді ці штуки я не можу вивчити краще, ніж вони вивчені. Зможу тільки потім. Just resubscribe for 21 months. Дякую, Кіця. Ти найкраща.
In a row.
In a row. Це похвально. Всі би так робили. Було б прекрасно. Fireballs that circle about Clive, damage nearby targets while also absorbing damage. Attack while charging, inflict multiple hits and forcing the enemy back. Can be used in midair. Is filled to semi-prime improving battle performance for a short period of time. Ну це треба 2000.
Good girl.
Faster!
Faster. Faster.
Now we know why the refugees didn't come here.
Клуб
Looking
романтика.
then.
Да, чи як ти там називала? О, якісь чорні двері. Ого, ти гля, воно що може стрибати? Що може навіть типа як летить? Прикольно.
Straight home now.
Але якось нема куди на ньому їздити. Це як купити Lamborghini, типу ні разу в ньому не проїхатися по Львову, бо шкода.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Нічого немає. Пустка. От що значить пустити жінку до влади. Злобну жінку.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Це своє?
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Я чогось думав, що це, типа, ті бомжі ж там перед воротами стояли, яким я, типа, помогти маю. А вони на мене
I've only ever
напали.
seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Поцілуйтеся. Ні? Ні. Все банально.
We can speak inside.
Мені здавалося, я їх намертво повбивав. Вони ще рухаються.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, There is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
We at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Oh man, at least you're not dead.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Так, це щось хоче мені продати.
Welcome to
what little we have managed
to salvage.
О, це щось це щось краще, ніж моє, але ж воно не фіолетове. Але воно краще. Але не фіолетове.
Of course, my lord.
Добре, мені все одно немає на що гроші тратити. Не впевнений, що мені треба. Еліксір відновлює фул хп. Теж не думаю, що мені треба.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy.
Ой.
You, Lady Jill and I
Може, мене
make
так
for
пузо
Buick
відросло.
Bridge and
Тож,
provoke the
я тільки
main
що не
host of
зламав
their
стіл.
encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So wait. The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
As you command. Блін, ці їхні костюмчики з цього гачамучевські прям мене трохи стримають.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Quest accepted. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay. Speaker's wait, confront the Black Shield main host, and make for Vivid Breach.
Blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
You'd better. Brother Wade's life
Ага. Ой. Я нічого тут не забув. Nope.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to
Та
say,
йому коня знайшли.
that got their attention.
Та,
It's
навіть
been a
йому
game of
знайшли.
cat
Ну, як
and mouse
коня.
ever since.
Птаху. Це дуже дивно бігає. Але вона бігає. Це вже добре.
Look at me sideways. Come along now. The bastard.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Так, це ті чорні. Так, це ті чорні щити.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Хто з нас дай, біч.
Forest area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another one of them to fight their battles for them. Thanks, boy.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
І що? І хто кого? О, зараз буде цей лицар зі списком.
Albeit
Але мені його зброя здається дуже непрактичною.
in taking it,
От взагалі непрактичною. От ні разу. Я б таку не носив, вона важка. І
that this
не цей, і
land
застрягає в
is in
обладунках.
dire need
Я вже це
of
бачу.
cleansing.
Ух, фак.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You ain't finishing. It's over. Farewell.
Уэллс. 180 XP тільки дали. Якось маловато.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Mm-hmm.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Ми до дядька в гості прийшли, побачимо, як він нас
How
прийме.
accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
Що він робить?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Ясно.
Curse thee.
Це другий Пітер
Infectious
Квіл, він просто йому
flax
потанцював
wench, even
і
in
виграв
death,
батл.
must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Jak dziadeczku poradувався.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
Стрибни в воду і все, і не дихай. Як ти не хочеш бути монстром.
To live on my own terms.
Тож розвела чхолі драму.
I need to come to terms with my past.
Коли вони поняли, що катування не допоможуть, вони почали катувати і інших. Так це така сила, то взяла б і роз'їбала б їх просто. І все. Тож за руки і...
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Замість того, щоб поплисти на кораблі, ми вертаємося через 100 кілометрів назад на дно. Here be monsters.
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom.
О, є побічні
Vivian could
квести.
probably make an educated guess.
Це добре.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it
Culinary
from old
pilgrimage.
tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
How could I refuse? Це ж
Tells me
їда.
you won't be taking no for an answer.
Я не можу відмовитися від їжі.
I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Чому в його голосі більше емоцій, ніж в його
Chance's
лиці?
stew. It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's
Він не
never
схожий на людину, яка
The only
порадувала.
problem is that while the
Ще й
recipe is
штовхає Oriflame
extremely
мені.
detailed in most respects, it's
Я розумію, що в мене
infuriatingly
шрам не
critical
дуже,
to
типу,
the main
прикольний на
ingredient.
лиці, але,
A
бляха.
beast, no doubt. Most likely
Можна було б
something that
якось
would make
м'якше.
easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Ми знов до Марти маємо телепортуватися, щоб вона нам... Точніше, не вона, а один з її цих приспішників, так би мовити, підказав нам. Що там за плюсик?
How did we never
There are
hear
new
about these
billets being
Guardians of
posted
Flame?
every day.
Clive!
Серпень.
Oh, am I glad to see you?
Здоров.
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the
He's
hump
lost
about
his
stuff.
spark.
But I'm thinking he
Трохи
might if
пальців в
we
розетку
both bend his
засунув.
ear, because he respects you, innit?
Не
So,
відновить свій спарк.
what do you say?
Або намажеться глітером, буде glow, glow, glow.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Mm-hmm.
All yours. You've already got that one. Here you are. All yours.
Mm-hmm.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Clive. Here you go. Seen enough?
View the handboard. Цього я типа кільнув. The Angel of Death. Sunbreak. Broken Hilt Rosaria. Десь в Розарії гуляє монстр, якого я можу кільнути і отримати за нього трошечки репутації і трошечки грошей.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. Now, every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Що він комплексує?
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So,
Sunbreak я поки що не можу здається.
it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Люди хандборд, окей, Гриффин. Та я вже знаю, де той Гриффін, чесно кажучи.
Back, are ya? I always thought I could teach the best of them a thing or two about working with leather. But... oh, I've wasted enough breath talking about it. Be off with you. Not saying Fordian, do you? Anything else?
Не дають мені нічого покращувати, на жаль. Але в мене є гір краще, ніж мій. А, чи я вже вдягнув? Я вдягнув їх одразу. Rising Flames. Думаю, що є сенс.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad as all the bloody dust.
Я звідси нікуди перелізти не можу. Тут балкон. Мені подобається, як виглядає армор. Доволі прикольно.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to Hideaway since, well, ever.
Typical nobles.
A part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal.
Que povo! Card Norwent, Westgate, Sunbreak. І що? Тепер мені його треба вбити? Ранг B, ранг C. Ну, окей. І що з цим? Я ж з цим нічого зробити не можу. Card Norwent, Westgate, Sunbreak. Добре. Sunbreak. Ага. Horrible Downs. Card Norwent. Добре, давай поїдемо сюди глянемо. Десь має бути тут цей грифон. Holy Eyes. Це що? Unacceptable. Southern Mars. Десь тут на полі, по ідеї, має бути. Ну, типу, чисто теоретично. На практиці я не знаю, що поки що ціленаправлено канти не виконує. Поки що я не знаходив нікого. І, чесно кажучи, поки що не здогадуюся, як шукати. Тому просто побігаю тут. Подивлюся. Тут все паучки. Паучки мені не дуже треба. Треба грифон. Але де він є? Я не знаю.
Safe.
От я це відкрити можу, поки що не можу. Значить, тут теж обломчик. А це про що говорить? Що треба прочитати квест. Це що? Це completed main scenario active quests. Це я можу, типа, вимкнути цей, але, що у нас тут? Cardinal Glorious Gate, River Gate, Holy Eyes. Я точно пам'ятаю, що було слово gate, типа. Cutter's Gate. Може це десь тут? Норвенд, Воли. Ну, зайдемо всередину. Якщо я зможу, то зайдемо всередину. Я пробіжу через місто. Вийду з інакшого боку. Ні, так не канаю. Окей, значить, звідси доведеться бігти. Мені треба в... Ну, бляха, я забув. А тут в мене немає інфи. Journal. Map. Атрибути, Геройка, Ability System. Тут інфи нема, значить я тепешнусь. Зроблю цей квест тоді спочатку. А потім вернусь. І ще раз перечитаю, де шукати того грифона. Бо я щось поки що не вдупляю взагалі.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that, and even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Search the nearby swamps for scorpions.
What are you after?
І що ж ти пропонуєш? Напевно, знову якісь ці банки. Ага.
Very well.
У мене вистачає грошей на них, але типу я не бачу в них сенсу.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha, not I'd be daft.
Об'єктивно мені нема на що їх
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
витрачати. Бо я стараюся битися так, щоб мені не було зле. І, власне, поновлювати банки треба не так часто. Інколи доводиться, коли я десь втикаю. Трошки. Але це буває рідко.
Good girl. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Farewell.
Enemy slain. Знову якось мало експи дають. А от. Unwanted Violet.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Ну, грифона я все одно тут не бачу. Хоча... А, стопе, я ж навіть не в тій локації. В якій би я мав бути. І що, deliver the unwanted violet to Ivan in the hideaway. Окей. Я навіть не буду лишній раз цей... бігти кудись зразу тепер. Зразу собі тепешнуся оце от. Чудесенько.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Yes, found a mystery ingredient.
I did indeed.
I did indeed.
Marvelous.
Що значить фраза I did indeed? Я дід в діді якомусь.
It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong,
Сарказм.
but that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Так я розумію, що воно значить, але вдумайся. I did indeed. Типа, я дід в діді. Це якийсь фільм для дорослих. Получається. Або мультик.
Chance's stew, risen once again
Це
from the
жах.
ashes of obscurity.
О, він мені якось гівна в тарілку наклав. Бо там не виглядає і парує точно так само.
Not hungry.
О, я поміняв собі цей appearance.
Bowl clean. Your loss.
А ти зараз побачиш? Можливо. Ні, човка той самий бік. Ти що, це ж цей. Я ж казав, гімна наклав.
Odin's teeth. What the salt on the senses is like.
А добре, що він сам його попробував перший.
And yet, up through the pungency, there rise
Ну, бач, як горить.
meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an
І вовка
onslaught of
поміняв.
flavors, but never have I tasted
Зовнішній вигляд
anything
вовк.
so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Окей. Тіп хоче нагодувати всіх скорпіонами. Ну, удачі тобі з цим. Сподіваюсь, мене там не буде в цей момент. Дуже і дуже сподіваюсь, що мене там в той момент не буде. Так. От зараз покажу, дивися. Є така штука, як appearance. От так моя птаха виглядає. Так вовк. Так це Джил. Ну, типу, різниця, та, монстр. І оце от різниця, типу. О, ну і зброю я поміняв на оцей меч. У мене був оцей зараз. І ще може бути Invictus, типу, але мені більше цей подобається. Ну тут всі мечі, з якими я бігав, типу, загалом. Ну тут, типу, як цей. О, reply any previously cleared stage and be awarded a score based on performance. Restriction on level gear consumables are applied. Gameplay mode will default to action focused. Hall of Virtue. Hone your battle skills in a customizable training area. Stage replay. Replay any previously cleared stage, but at current level. Treasure coffer data is retained. Що значить retained? Ти не знаєш цього слова? Шкода. Бо я теж його не знаю. Use the hunt board to locate the griffin. Типа, окей. Я юзаю, але далі в мене квест чомусь не йде. Давай, Нектар, побазар зі мною. Ask about griffin sites. Did I hear and down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have the billet for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmare. Це він, напевно? Та, Dosmare. Car Norman Westgate Sunbreak. While passing along the trail from Lostwing to Car Norman, one of our order. Ага. Окей. То мені треба в Lost Wing. Де він там? І топати до Каер Норвента через Lost Wing. Окей. І зараз буде якийсь мега грифон. Добре. Оце Норвент Рівергейт. Правильно же вийшов? Ні, бляха, я ніхера неправильно вийшов. Взагалі не це да. Треба було в геть інший бік. Звідси виходити.
Good day to you.
Good day to you too.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless. It's not just...
Це, по-моєму, десь не туди трохи
Ready
топано.
those 3 barrels round the front. They're to go on the caravan south.
Я пам'ятаю, як я тут був. Раніше. Але я не пам'ятаю, що я тут робив. Для чого я тут був. Я тут був, по-моєму, з Сідом. В цій локації. Cellar Passage. То ми, напевно, через нього заходили сюди, чи що? Ні? Я вже добіжу до кінця, подивитися, що тут є. Якийсь ящик. І нічого корисного більше. Може я зараз поможу цьому ковалю і він зможе мені якісь крутіші шмотки запропонувати на крафт. Або може відкриються якісь нові варіанти крафта. Було би файно. Я б не відмовився, бо зараз, типу, крафту я в цій грі взагалі не відчуваю. Типу, навіть ті ж самі банки, їх тільки купляти можна, крафтити не можна. І тоді питання, на що мені всі ці ресурси взагалі потрібні, якщо я нічого не можу, типу, покращити. Найкраще, що на мені є, було вибито, типу, з мобів просто вже якби готовим цим. І це не можна ніяк проапгрейдити. В будь-якому випадку поки що. Ці драбина, може мені по ній піднятися. Так. Це не в той бік, а це в той. От, все, тепер, так. То я наплукався тут. Як має бути. Зараз грифона жахнем. Він мене. Тож може бути Норвег Волей. Так, ну поки що все якось типа супер стабільно, легко. Мене ніби навіть ніхто не б'є. Це в свою чергу дуже добре. Ну що, десь тут? О, побуде той грифон. О, тут скорпіони якісь такі великі. Це якісь карлоби, не зовсім скорпіони. Буде зараз дуже прикольно, якщо я пробіжу тут всю локацію і не знайду його, і мені знову доведеться вертатися і читати те, що я не дочитав. Ну, але я 100% до Карт Норвен Платкейт підійду, де я вже майже біля неї. Вже майже біля цих воріт. От. Здесь з того боку. Що за собака? Оце даремно. Це застильна обілка для тої собаки. І даремно потратив кулдаун. Ого, скільки не тут. Так, ну ніяких грифонів поки що все ще не бачу. О, зато знайшов якусь нову штуку.
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working though.
Ой. Викаталося. Добре, і що я знайшов цю штуку? Це мені нічого не дало, правда? На превеликий жаль, ні. Моя крилата коняка. Поїхали. Фаста. Але він якось так говорить слово faster, що воно звучить як bastard.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. You deserve a rest.
О, от він. Який красунчик. Дозмейр, ранг B. Баунті 8500.
We'll have to wait.
Torgal, look sharp.
Ой-я.
There's a good boy.
Оу, цього не очікував.
Well done, Torgal.
Ах, ти ж собака.
You're a fine hand.
Оу. Блін, я ж ніби відскочу. А виявилось, що не відскочив. Ага. Якусь цікаву руду за нього залутав. Дивно, чому я залутав руду, вбивши Грифона, але упустимо цей момент.
Something there, boy.
Якогось селянина врятував. А в нього якийсь такий тюрбан дивний. Типу, не схоже, що він з цих місць.
Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Treated leather. Чи leather. Певно, leather, правильно. Так, тепер нам треба назад в наш Hideaway. Напевно, зараз оновиться гір трошечки. Не думаю, що якось дуже сильно мене це проапгрейдить.
And with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
Treated leather. Leather.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
What do you need?
Use the forge. Drake Slayer's belt. Electrum. Але немає інфи, де його взяти, цей Electrum. Gelatinous mass.
And?
Ну, якщо десь знайду, то обов'язково полутаю, але поки що я хз, де шукати. Тому просто піду далі по сюжету, а там вже побачимо. А, стоп. Я ще тут можу забрати дещо.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts.
А, тут 135 треба. Це все я вже позабирав.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed, Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. Then, thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. I have the details here.
Це пояснення всіх моїх зв'язків можливих і неможливих. Вона типа всю історію королівства розказує.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Ну що, Джил, ти готова?
It will be over soon. One way or another.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox, the man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
Зараз буде екшон. Буде якась битва. Я прямо відчуваю.
Useful trick. Freezing and throwing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
There she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
All right. Let's go. I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut. They're all Akashic.
The ether flood must have spread. It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Що, це всі? Ну, це всі.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Time to fight.
Oh, fuck.
moves from there.
А, це був мінотавр у нас, так? Not bad. Я з ним справився без якихось дуже сильних втрат по ХП. Стоп, а тут що? Нічого не дають. О, зараз якийсь буде болотяний монстр. Я прямо відчуваю це.
Look at this place. What a mess.
Чи я помиляюся? Поки що не ясно. Я вже якусь схожу таку тварюку бачу.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. Be sure to keep clear of his paw.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
believe they can jump. Do these things have roots?
Зараз десь знову вилежу. Найс. Акашик more wolf slain. Ми вже таких монстрів бачили.
Yes.
Це якраз через цей. Через вплив кристала на них, по-моєму.
It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being quite this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
But at least we won.
Норм. Клаву розвалює. Ох ти.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
А, вона зараз заморозить, напевно.
Quickly, before it melts.
This is going to be close.
Come on!
Я вже думав, вона якось дуже по-тупому собою пожертвує, типу. Але ні. Це не так банально. Ну і це було б тупо, насправді.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
Демедж можна було не отримувати. Let's look for another path.
Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Get him! Help me, boy! Too slow.
Ну, файти стають... Я не можу сказати, що вони стають складнішими, ніж були, типу, але вони стають 100% довшими. Бо вороги жирніші. І навіть якщо я проводжу якусь типу, класну комбінацію, я все одно не наношу там набагато більше демеджу. Що дивно. Бо мені здавалося, що чим сильніша комбінація, то...
Why attack us? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception. Let's try.
трохи.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Let's try.
Ого. Отак от. Ну, це прикольний файт був. Мені вдалося багато разів добре ухилитися. Через це я зміг нанести більше демеджу. Я, здається, почав розуміти трошечки, як тут битися. Ну, в плані... Якщо нормально ухилятися від атак суперника, то, відповідно, ти будеш більше дамажити. Але, блін, не так просто.
Just hot.
Я би сказав, абсолютно непросто це робити.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Here, here.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley. It's me.
By some mother. Jill, it can't be.
It is, my lady.
We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady, but I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the Sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness.
Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right. Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
All yours, Torgal.
No tak вот. Ага, це зачинені двері. Далі треба бігти в цей бік.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
О, я хотів в останній момент. Треба зробити отак. Ось, зразу в стагер. Це приємно. Level up.
Time to fight.
Це Джил, я щось думав, що хтось з ворогів. А це всього-навсього Джил. Добре, тут проходу немає. Є тільки двері. Сюди.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, and you must face yours.
Так, у мене зараз мало би бути фулове хп, я вам скільки банок з'їв. О, Mother Crystal. Оце він здоровенний. Конечно.
Just one last push.
Ого. Тут так гарно не вийшло. Дуже багато хп потратив. Насправді. Але цей файт. Ну і далі, напевно, буде бос. Я підозрюю, що ми ще раз стикнемося з ультимою. Зараз. І можливо, ми побачимо зараз цього брательника. Патріарх їхній. Тихесенько так прокричала. Майже пошепки.
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years I followed your orders, fought your wars, all to protect the children you took, just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Fiend. Their souls were sullied with the stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster, and my soul is stained black. Though not by ether, but by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more, nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
У вас нічого не вийде. Джошуа тут. Правда, це ніфіга не Джошуа, вже це вже Лункіна, напевно. Він ж поглинув його. Біля попереднього кристалу. Oops.
Why can't I do it? Please, just once.
She won't be able to hold that long forever. We better make this quick. Too slow.
Він став сильніший.
Damn it.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
Вітчизник справжній. Блять, а як я з цього маю вилазити? Ви що, прикалуєтеся чи що? Дуже цікавий файт, звісно. Можливо, я мав не допустити такої атаки, просто, типу. Там було місце, куди вибігти, але я був дуже далеко від цього місця.
Jill!
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here. Use this.
Ну, давай. Що, получилося? Знищити чи ні? Так, знищила кристал.
Are you watching, Sid? You're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
Is It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed.
Джастин Бибер в капюшоне.
I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Мінус ще один кристал. Лишилося 2.
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands.
Каже, не вимазуй руки, я бруд. Каже, я смітник.
Look at them all. Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbreque?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbreque included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation?
Боже, яка
I
філософія
do not yet
глибока.
know the answer to that question.
Від Джастіна Бібера.
Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yoto.
І кристал ми теж зламаємо. І наступний. І всі, що будуть після нього.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sanbreque. And
Olivier.
when your father goes to meet great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
Цікаво, що за малий. Напевно, її син імператора цього нового. Як нового? Імператора просто.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
Так, мені треба малесенька пауза. Буквально на 2 хвилинки. Зараз я до вас вернусь. Добренько, я вернувся. Продовжимо. Нашу подорож. Ага, це ці повідомлення від Гева. Dalmex and the Imperials are at the standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum cars. Таке. Ага, це wait. От то. Drill. Чекайте, а воно показує, що... Наприклад, тут воно показує, що це квест, але я його типу не можу взяти. Понял. Може після того, як я його прочитав, воно відкрило типу доступ до квеста якогось побічного. Що є цілком можливим. Думаю, що ми можемо купити в Харона. Чи в Харони. Не знаю, як правильно. О, Platinum Sword. Yes. Platinum Belt. Ну, тут типу плюс 5 армора, але мінус 12 хп. Тому не знаю, я його візьму. Най буде. Це теж візьму. Але не буду вдягати, бо один армора не перекриває мені 12 хп, мені здається. Тому якось не бачу сенсу. Мечик можна буде, напевно, заточити. Крафт. Platinum Sword. 210. Плюс 1. Reinforce.
My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. No scratches, all right? My best work, but it'll do. Don't waste my time. You ain't got
Так,
the
в
stuff.
мене їх два тепер просто.
Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do. And how am I meant to do that then? Bring me the materials, and I'll
У
think
мене
about it.
нема Liquid Flame. На цю штуку. Тут треба Електрум. А тут треба Gelatinous Mass. Добре, я можу, значить, трошечки поміняти гір, а саме поміняти... Я вже. Окей. Not bad. Що тут нового? Не ясно. Напевно, просто додався новий рівень в цей список тих, які можна перепроходити. Я думаю, що це єдине, що тут змінилося з моменту останнього візиту. Воу-воу-воу. Бітці пішли в хід. Аж 9 бітців. Дякую, Крістіна.
About what?
Дуже дякую.
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. It's a wonder they don't fall to pieces. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained, even here at the hideaway. You wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes now, would you?
Of course not. What can I do to help?
Oh, aren't you a dear? You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so
Aren't
I'll
you a
need
dear?
someone to take this receipt and collect them.
And you'd have this someone be me.
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes.
But we've no coin.
Так, visit the draper in Northreach. Northreach. Це тут. Ну і зразу злітаємо. Що відтягувати? Як можна зразу піти, зробити квест і вернутися.
Look at this
А, я
place.
пам'ятаю цю локацію.
Let's hope the draper
Ми
has
тут
Hortense's cloth.
з дамою спілкувалися.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker? Or herringbone?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh, well then, be safe.
Угу. Тобто я заплатив бабло і маю сам піти і взяти ті товари. Питання, для чого я платив бабло? За що? Де сервіс?
Come on. Run like the wind.
Де сервіс, я питаю. Не буде ні з ким битись. Нам не треба.
That damn bird's a menace.
She meant nothing by it, I swear.
Чесно, я міг би з ним поговорити і
Who's
з
gonna
цього.
buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but, did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that. Nice try.
Не вдалось. Якийсь як манекен, чесно кажучи. Як тільки ловиш момент, де можна, типу, ухилитися і відскочити, все, що відбувається далі, типу, це просто бій з манекеном.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
I'll accompany you there. Okay. Thank you.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then.
Я згідний. Це найменше, що ви можете зробити для Клайва.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Grieger's ghost? If that devilit of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know. This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Надала мені шматок тканини, щоб я віддав його Джил, щоб вона собі щось зварганила, але вона ж леді, а не цей.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen. Not sackcloth.
А не швачка.
Our man in Dalamore mentioned the Cookie's Guard haven't been seen.
Angel of Death, Clearview, Sunbreak. Come by the way of Caer Norvent. Met with a troop of curse breakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the curse breakers saw nothing, and toward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Окей, якщо я хочу вбити цю штуку, то мені треба знайти Clearview Sunbreak, але це Sunbreak, Northridge, Orabel Downs, Dragon's Area, Southeastern, Northern, Central, Southern. Мені здається, що мені треба відправитись в такому випадку в центр і звідти йти в цей. Coming by the way of Caer Norvent. Добре. Ще раз. Як воно там називається? Clearview. Ну, давай злітаємо в Лоствінг. А там побачимо. Чисто теоретично мало би бути доступно. Так, шукаємо. Clearview. Clearview це сюди. То мені простіше в Northridge попасти. правильно? І звідси вже топити.
Look at this place.
І тепер все обійти по колу, напевно. Не знаю.
Ready, go?
Теоретично я шукаю гарпію, правильно? Якщо я не помиляюся. Там де дошці була гарпія. Написано, не намальовано. Малюнка не було, на жаль. Був би малюнок, було б простіше.
No holding back.
Faster!
О, це напевно вона і є. А, руна ранг Сі.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy. Too slow.
О. Ну так от. Clouded Eye.
Rest well.
Чи Clouded. Можна вернутися тепер. Так. Що тут ще можна кільнути?
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Cook is...
О, я можу забрати нагороду ж.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
За 135 поінтів.
All yours.
За 350 поки що не ясно навіть що.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Viewed and board. Такс. Це що? The Broken Hilt Rosaria. Тут Розарія і тут Розарія. Добре. Значить, я думаю, що з цим я закінчу вже завтра. А на сьогодні буду вже завершувати стрім. Бо треба його ще залити на YouTube, обробити, щоб завтра можна було запостити, можна було передивитися цю цікавішу історію про чувака з шрамом на обличчі. Ну, тепер же шрамом, колись татухою. От. Ну, на сьогодні всім дякую, хто дивився. Приходьте завтра. Завтра продовжимо. А на сьогодні тихої мирної ночі, мирного неба над головою і на добраніч всім.